we got a lot of questions, and it's very difficult to answer all of them. So we made a selection. There's some very interesting ones. The first one is from Pierre from Quebec, and he asks, if we have to lose 1 pound, what's better? Lose 1 pound on our bike or lose 1 pound of our body? Very interesting question. For professional bike riding, it's obviously the body which is the most important, because the bikes are limited to 6.8 kilos. You can't go any lighter, and almost all the professional teams and all the professional riders are at that limit. But independently of professional bike riding or not, I would definitely say that losing body weight is more important than having a lighter bike, simply because of the fact that the body is constantly moving, and that's where you're going to feel the biggest benefit. Now, of course, having in mind that, especially for recreational purposes, that there's a limit to the body weight. That we don't want, we don't want anybody to be too skinny. It has to be healthy, and so. But anyway, losing body weight is definitely a bigger advantage than losing weight on the equipment. Next question is from Aileen. Don't know where she's from, but she says, I'm not a pro cyclist, not even a competitive cyclist. I'm just your average 47-year-old woman who used to love bike riding. But after some serious falls, serious sores, and a permanent sore hip, I'm afraid to get back on the bike again. Please advise how to conquer this fear of falling off the bike again. Crashing, obviously, and unfortunately, is part of bike riding. You even see the pros crashing a lot. My advice to you would be to try to reduce the external factors as much as possible, which would mean, I don't know how good of a bike handler you are, and if you're really afraid, I would say the first time you get back on the bike, maybe do it with normal shoes, with no cleats. Try to go on your bike by yourself. That's going to avoid crashing with other people, and of course try to avoid the traffic on the roads. That's a very important factor of crashes. A little technical tip I would like to give you maybe would be to lower your seat a little bit, put it a little lower than normal, so the reach to the ground is smaller compared to when you have your seat very, very high up. But those are the recommendations I could give you, and above all, don't lose the faith. I think bike riding is a great exercise, and there's no reason to be afraid as long as you do it for fun and take it easy. There's no reason why you should crash. So definitely would recommend you to get back on the bike. Next question is a question about the Tour de France, and it says, Astana was the most tested team at the Tour de France last year. Do you expect the same level of scrutiny this year again with RadioShack, and do you feel it was a team issue or a personal issue? It's true, we got tested a lot with the team, and I think that was only normal, because we were most likely the best team in the race, with a lot of riders in the top 10. So already the question of who gets tested is selected by the classification. At a certain moment, we had 5 guys in the top 10, so those 5 guys got tested all the time. I don't think it's a personal issue, and I definitely expect the same treatment again. I think it's better to be prepared for that, and the big amount of testing has become part of the pros' everyday life now, so we don't have any problem with that at all. Next question comes from Scott, cancer survivor. He asks, during the training, how do you decide how far the team should ride on a given day? Is that done on an individual basis, or and the needs at the time, or do you plan group rides of varying intensity for everybody? Group rides are generally done. We don't think too much about the individuals. There's not a lot of intensity in the group rides. We use the group rides more to accumulate mileage, and that's what we try to do that's what we try to accomplish on the training camps. Riders individually train at home, and there they do their intensity and the specific work. But on a training camp, in general, we just get the group together and take advantage of the fact that they can ride in a group to do more hours. I think in general, if somebody in the winter would do 3 to 4 hours, it's easy to be in a group and do 5 hours because you're sitting in the bunch. So that's a little bit how we play it. Then the next question is a very interesting question. It says, if you could have any 6 people on your team, currently alive or not, who would they be and why? I have to say that's a question I never thought about. In general, I'm very, very pleased with the people we have on our team. I wouldn't change anybody, especially the team now, the new RadioShack team. We have picked every single one of them. If I have to have a team in the future, of course, I would always want to have Lance. I've been with him and I had him on the team for years now, and he's been, for me, a great partner and became a great friend. And to choose 6 others is difficult, but out of the top of my head, I would say, if Eddie Merckx would be all of a sudden 35 years younger and Indurain would be 10 or 12 years younger, I would definitely want to have those 2 guys on my team. But to name 6 is very difficult. I'm very pleased with the way the team is composed right now. Next question comes from Jeff, and it's about Jose Azevedo. He said, if it's not too late, I would appreciate any remarks you might offer regarding Jose Azevedo named as the Director Sportif for the team and for the race Tour Down Under. Jose is a guy I know. He's been on the team before. He's been on Postal Service. He's been on Discovery, and he's recently retired. He retired 2 years ago, and it's my goal to always keep the sport directors team young, because I don't want to lose that link with the riders. And with Jose, we have that guy again who's recently retired, who still knows what it feels to be a bike rider, and who can really communicate on another level than the guys like me, who are a little bit older already and who start to feel the generation gap. So Jose was a smart rider. He was very tactical and very organized, and very well respected amongst the riders. So that's the main reason why I took him on the team. And the fact that he's going with me to Down Under as the sport director in the first race is simply because I want to show him from the very beginning what it's like to be a director in a big race, in a Pro Tour race. So very excited about having Jose on the team, and I'm sure he will do a great job for all of the riders. And that's it for today. That's a small selection out of the many questions, but thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.